Hey everyone, it is time for my monthly market update to update you guys on what's going on in the real estate markets, especially in the crazy world that we live in today. First, I want to apologize. I did not get out a market update last month because I've honestly been slammed. I've been really busy and just haven't had a chance to get it out. Didn't get a chance to get it out last month. A lot of good things going on at M&D, but I won't bore you with that. I want to get straight to the market update because there's a lot to go over. So let's start with residential. Residential markets, we have a lot to update. We are showing the worst numbers that we've shown in over a decade as far as sales, etc. So this is the DFW May home sales update, and this is again May update, and Dallas County was down 35%, Collin County 29%, Denton 22%. This is for May sales. Ellis 20%, Kaufman -5%. There's still affordability there. People are still buying homes. That's not much of adjustment when you compare all the other numbers. And then Rockwall County was in the lower end of the ones that have taken a bath. Maybe that has a little bit to do with why I'm so busy. A lot of our business is in Rockwall County. And then again, you can see the prices are basically flat. So we haven't seen, even though we're seeing huge numbers in drops of the amount of sales, prices are holding up, and that's something you need to know as a homeowner, and we expect that they will continue to hold and might even see a pretty good little blip here, and I'll explain that in just a minute. So let's look at North Texas home sales. So if you look at single family sales for May, we're down 25% in North Texas. It's not a big surprise. We were all in lockdown or coming out of the lockdown in May. Median home price only down 1%. You know, in any other normal recession where we're dealing with an adjustment to price, you don't see prices hold up so well. I really feel like it's because of all the liquidity that's been pumped into the system and then the lack of inventory. And so days on market up 9%, homes sitting a little longer, pending sales up 15%. So we see some pent-up demand coming into June, and we are totally seeing this. But here's the big one. Listed for sale inventory is down 26%. So you have inventory down year over year 26%. You have pending sales up 15% coming into June. That's why I think we're going to see a price spike in most areas over the next 60 days because we have no inventory and buyers are coming back into the market. I'm seeing this across the board with my business. My residential side of the business, it stayed steady through the shutdown. We continued to work. My commercial side of the business, it completely shut down along with the economy. So we did get everything that we had pending to the finish line. So that's the good news in our commercial side of the business. But it did shut down. But now in the last couple of weeks, we've been seeing a huge uptick of calls on the commercial side. But on the residential side, it's been like gangbusters. We're seeing multiple offers like I haven't seen in a couple of years. And the reason why is really not that we have so many more buyers. It's just that we have so little inventory. And then all these buyers are coming back into the market. Nobody's listed their home because nobody wanted them coming through their house and possibility of getting COVID. And so there you have it. That's the market we have set up for to actually probably see our prices spike over the next couple of months. I would expect that to moderate out as we get inventory back on the market, etc., and things calm down with COVID. But the real estate market, as far as pricing, is holding up really well. Sales are obviously down. Inventory is down on the residential side. Now let's go to commercial. So again, in my commercial business, just from my feel of our local market here, was really quiet. No new activity. Of course, commercial is nothing but investment. So no new activity for that whole 6 weeks of being shut down pretty much. But we are having to do a lot of work with tenants on the retail side, obviously, because restaurants and things were shut down. We're a property manager, so we're working with the owners. The owners are working with the bank. We're even having conversations with the bank on deferment of payments on their investment properties, and then working with the tenants on when they're going to be able to pay, if they're going to be for any forbearance or any leniency there. But the good news is that everybody's working together to keep things going, keep things alive. We've had very little just complete say, I'm shutting my doors, but we have seen that in the commercial world. So, and I expect we're going to see more of it. It just depends on how long this recovery takes and the confidence of people getting out and about in our community. So, as a update, so because of the strong DFW market, so last year, population and employment grew substantially. So we added 130,000 residents in DFW in 2019 and 81,800 new jobs. This is keeping us pumped up compared to the rest of the country, or in a lot of in hot spots. We've got great workforce, great affordability, etc. That's keeping investment coming in. So office actually seems to be holding up as far as leasing. Let's see here. We've absorbed 2 million square feet. Construction of 6.5 million was delivered last year. We got 8.7 million underway, and still expecting growth in the rent market as far as rates and a good net absorption. So rent last year had remained positive at 2.6%. So, and then in some communities, the more sought after outer areas where you have less inventory, you're getting 4% and 6% increases in rents on office. So I do expect, it's hard to say in our area because it's such a strong growing area where you're adding over 100,000 people a year. But I would expect there's going to be some changes to office and how office is used, and is there going to be as much office needed as before? Well, if you continue adding 100,000 people, no matter what, you're going to need office. But things are going to change in the commercial world and how people do business. So it will be interesting to see that play out and see if we can keep that office market in DFW propped up with all the growth we have going here. Industrial, again, is strong. You're looking at, over the past 12 months, we've added 33 million square feet. Vacancies remain stable at 7% basically, and rent is growing at about 3.7%. So in industrial, there is just huge opportunity. There's just so many big, Amazon, Facebook, all these big mega tech companies need space, and then Amazon needs distribution space. That they're gobbling up our space here, and those that are investing in industrial over the last few years are making a fortune. Retail, we'll talk about the worst. We'll say the worst for last. So retail, obviously, it's being affected. Deal volume right now is way down. Nobody's buying any retail strip centers, etc. Everybody's just kind of holding off to see how this is all going to shake out. So basically, everybody's in a hold pattern. Retail leases, we're seeing, because we have very little retail in our area, still strong demand, especially over the last couple of weeks. The phones just started lighting up again, as they were pre-COVID. So all in all, we're coming out of this shutdown and then the COVID pandemic repercussions, I would say. But we're fortunate here in the DFW Metroplex versus like in New York City. they've been shut down so long. There's gonna be some long lasting effects of that, and we'll all feel it. But fortunately, because of the growth and the things that we have going for the DFW Metroplex, we're actually set up to be coming out of this and maybe even screaming out of this, because something I have noted, and this is just a note from being in the real estate business, is that, and being in an office with 300 residential real estate agents, we're getting a lot more relocate calls, and a lot of them are from California. And so all of this craziness that we've been dealing with may be pushing more people this way. It'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. But in all, good news for homeowners. Values are holding up. Transactions are down. Be patient. They're going to come back. Now's the time to list your home if you're thinking about listing it, because there's very little inventory. You're going to get a lot of attention on it as long as you price it right. And then commercial is holding up. Retail is a question mark. We're all going to have to see how that is. I still think office is a little bit of a question mark here in our area. Just depends on where you're at. But all in all, considering what we went through in the last 3 months, we're very blessed. And so there's the market update for May. Be back in touch with you guys next month. Please let us know if we can help you at M&D Real Estate Group. We do residential, commercial, property management. We're a full service real estate firm and would love the opportunity to serve you. Have a great day.